Yeah. Yeah, the Mac is back. Back with another session here. So, it's been a long time. We're basically again in this cycle where I get sick, and then it's gonna be about many weeks when I can't train at all, because otherwise I'll just get worse and worse, and so forth. Sucks, but it is what it is. We can just do what we can, and I'm still, in all honesty, not a super feeling very great. I have a bunch of nerve pain and numbness and aching, but I don't think this is going to get any better by just doing nothing. I already clearly feel the effects of not doing anything, and that feels like crap. So I'm gonna try and get into this. We'll see how it feels, but we're just gonna try and do our best. That's really all we can do. So right now I'm gonna shift back into a push-pull leg type of thing. Although I would say that that definition isn't exactly perfectly fair, because most of what we do is compound movements, and they do work the antagonistic muscles a bit again, but basically we're talking about planes of movements, I guess. So a pushing day would be bench, dips, and overhead pressing. Pulling days, pull-ups, rows, and another row variation. And legs would be calves, RDLs, squat, and a bit of the leg extension and curl. So that's what I'm gonna go into, because it just probably mixes best of everything that I can do now. I want training to be fun, and that's fun for me, and it's also probably something I can just about manage. And that time between workouts for body parts, or body areas I should say, works pretty well for me. So, or at least has in the past. We'll see how it goes now, but cool. So we're going to start with pull-ups, but to warm up for those, we are going to go to the pulley here, or the cable pulley, whatever this is, and just try and ease into it. I have a lot of tension in my back. So I'm hoping some of that will loosen up. I also have a toe that's really messed up. I don't actually know what's going on with it, because I think I broke it maybe, when was it? A long time ago, maybe in the spring. I think it was broken, but it still hurts. So I'm thinking maybe the damage is in the whatever goes on top of the toe, whether that's like a ligament, tendon, whatever, something like that. And yesterday, oh sorry, was it Yes, yesterday I think. Yeah. Our baby dropped a what is it? Like a tube of this kind of cream that we use to take care of the baby. He dropped the bottle on my toe, on that very same toe that I presumably broke back then. And I don't understand how, but it hurt like hell. It wasn't even that big of a bottle, but I think it just came in with an angle where the hardest bit went straight in there. And it hurt like hell. And now this toe is very red and hurts a lot. I don't actually understand why it's so red overall. But I think there's something messed up with the... I don't think it's the bone itself, but maybe the... What is it? Ligaments, tendons, joints. So probably like there's a small joint there on top of it. I think that's sort of pretty much permanently messed up due to when I broke it. At least I think I broke it. But yeah, it hurt like hell back then, and it's really never been the same. And based on this, it's also not healing. So it's always been hurting ever since I actually walked it straight into the... I have a... It's called a landmine, like a workout landmine. And I stubbed my toe into that, which is... That's a super heavy-duty landmine, and it does not give in at all, like heavy-duty steel. So I just basically crushed my toe into it. Yeah, it's never been the same again. I wanna, before I actually warm up anymore on the pulley, I just wanna go through my body a bit, try and get it to loosen up. Forearms are very important, obviously, when you're gripping onto stuff. Just want to get this, just want to get it loosened up. The biceps. Although I will say, sometimes when you're using a massage gun, your muscles are just not responsive to that at all. They really don't like being disturbed, and right now my biceps feel like clumps of really hard rubber. So that's usually not a great sign. Oh my lord. The traps are extremely sore. I should say tight, not sore. I don't think I'm gonna get much out of this today, so we'll just get on with this. Good. Oh. Yeah, it's gotta be said that definitely not feeling very strong right now, but we'll just we'll have to deal with it. Basically, what's more important here is the crude volume, really. Especially when you feel weak, it's usually a better idea to try and get more out of the sum of all of your movements. Instead of trying to crush a single movement, try and get more, how should we say it, distributed gains from all of the exercises you do for the body part. And I think today is going to be probably a very a day very much centered around that concept. Probably not going to be banging out a lot of reps on each exercise. I think I'm already gonna grab the Versa grips here, because I really want to isolate my back as much as I possibly can. And I do find that my arms get quite involved with back work, so I do want to actually minimize that as much as possible here. Good. It's a really big difference for me to use straps of any sort, because when you're pulling, I just really feel like my forearms, my biceps get like the movement is sort of much more involved there. Whereas if I'm isolating, I can really feel, oh, okay, I don't have to hold on with my hand as much, which immediately activates my arm a lot less. And allows me to actually work the muscle that I'm trying to target, which in this case would be the back. It's a big difference. I'm sure not everybody responds to this the same way. Like some people don't really see or feel big of a difference, but it's really a mental cue type of a thing. If it helps you, then definitely use it. For me, it's very different. Like if I don't have to really think about my arm being active at all, I just think about like moving, pulling from my back. Makes a big difference. But of course, then you might be concerned about your forearm and bicep development otherwise, but I'm not too worried about that because you still do work them to a degree, and also I do other stuff to cover those bases. So good. I just want to do enough reps that I feel like I'm good. I don't actually want to go into any extra effort. I just want to feel like the weight feels good and it feels like I'm managing it and I'm sort of, how should I say, burned into it a bit. The moment I feel like, okay, this feels good, then I stop. Because I actually want to conserve that energy. For the working sets. So the moment it begins to be a bit more than just warming up, that's when I stop. So shouldn't be work until it's supposed to be work. Cool. So I think that is it for the warm-up. Next up, we're going to jump onto the pull-up bar itself. I'm going to use the rings. We should probably also track this workout. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to use the rings. It gives me a bit better positioning, rotation of the arms, the wrists, all that stuff. Again, I have no idea about reps at this stage, but we'll go nice and easy. What's up, Star Oasis on YouTube? Saying, good workout, bro. I checked out Heavy LCTs, Mosaic pads. It's epic. Good listen. Yeah, thanks, man. That's a really good good library, especially for, I'd say it's a pretty good like overall general pad library. Certainly for, I'd say, most things like cinematic. What other genres use pads? I mean, I guess some hip hop, some pop music uses pads every once in a while. Those tend to be sort of very like minimal usually. But yeah, Mosaic pads, really good one. I especially like the more like the space pads in there, the sci-fi oriented stuff. Is some of my favorites in there. Cool. Let's get this positioned. I like to start as wide as I possibly can. It will naturally collapse a bit to the natural width here, but that's perfectly fine. Again, I'm gonna strap up for these. And at least as well as I can. It's a bit of a struggle with these, but cool. Good. Better than expected. Not great, but I basically want to push it to what should I say? Couple of reps shy of failure or something like that. And again, I'll try and do these as strict as I possibly can. So really controlled eccentric coming down from the bar makes for some good gains. So probably I'll see how the next set feels. That felt pretty okay, so I'm guessing we'll do 3 sets of this. And after that, we'll go for the seal row here. So, but we're gonna have to intuit our way through this because it's been a while, and also I don't want to get sick again, so that's another reason. Also, what's really annoying about not working out is that I don't really get hungry, or rather, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like eating until I'm basically starving, and then you just like shove an entire day's worth of calories in your face. Well, not really, but you need to catch up, otherwise I don't get the calories I need. So it's not ideal, but when I actually work out, I actually have hunger and I eat more consistently. But yeah, I would probably just not eat at all if I didn't work out. I mean, I would, of course, but no, not very much. All right, cool. Next set. Go for 8 once again. That would be a good thing. Jeez. Oh. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh. Good. Yeah, I think 1. That's gonna do it. What's up? Let me try and land this pronunciation. So now I gotta figure out whether that is your full name, and if so, where does the surname begin? I'm guessing Aditya Raturi. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna place my bets on that. Aditya Raturi. I don't know why I pronounced it like that. On YouTube saying, "What up, mate? How many sets you got?" So, ideally, I'm coming off a period of being sick and not being able to work out, so I don't want to go overboard, but hopefully 1 more set of pull-ups. Then we'll do some seal rows after that. Maybe, again, we're gonna aim for 3 sets. And then we'll see what I have in the tank, but I will, I'm coming off a period of being sick and not being able to work out, so I don't want to go overboard, but hopefully 1 more set of pull-ups. Then we'll do some seal rows after that. Maybe, again, we're gonna aim for 3 sets. And then we'll see what I have in the tank, but I will, I'm coming off a Probably pick up the landmine and then do some close grip rows in a sort of a quite an upright position. So trying to kind of do like a more trap focused, upper body focused row with that. But we'll see. I mean, we might go super light today. I mean, we're gonna go light, but we might go even lighter. If I probably just don't have much gas in the tank, but yeah, that's the plan. So most likely, oh yeah, then we got to do biceps after that, of course, and maybe some side delts, of course. Yeah, Aditya. Hey, wait, let me try and read that correctly. Aditya, yeah. Yeah. He says, correct. I nailed it. I got my incredible, what would you call it? I'm very educated on the names of the world. I wonder where you're from, though. Your first name sounds familiar. Have we talked before? It could be the case. Sorry if I don't remember exactly. It's there's too many things to remember in my teeny tiny head. But your name sounds familiar. So, but yeah, I want to know where in the world you can have a name like that. Because I would guess. I don't want to guess. I'll get it wrong. I don't want to insult anybody. But of course, once you tell me, I'm going to say, yeah, I would have guessed that. So I can be right anyway. Ooh, okay. Come on. This is it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. All right. Come on, let's do it. Fuck. Yeah, I would say that's probably pretty ideally programmed. If I say so myself. Completely based on intuition. And years of experience, of course. Alright, let's get the seal row in place. Just gonna watch out for that toe. Okay, so get those weights out of the way, or should I say out of the weight. That was probably the worst joke I've done so far. The day is young. Oops. One of my least favorite noises right there. Oh, we gotta get that barbell out of there somehow. To do that, I have to gotta get rid of this easy barbell here. I have a very annoying rib cage, like the, what do you call it? I don't actually know what it's called in English. The kind of the soft tissue next to the bones that kind of connect the middle bit. For me, that well, anyway, that part, let's look it up. Rusto in Finnish. Oh, cartilage, that's right. Cartilage is kind of stuck. It gets locked up every once in a while. And it's gonna be sort of popped out of there. It can happen if I sort of do like a thoracic extension, which basically means, let me try and get this barbell out of here. Basically means to open up your, oh fuck, sorry, that's a bit of a space issue here. Bit of a workout in itself to get this out of here. So yeah, you gotta open up your chest and then it can sort of pop back out, but usually needs some kind of a stretch in order to happen. So yeah, we're gonna shimmy this steel rope barbell in here. There we go. I could try and pop my chest open. It's not, yeah, I would need a, usually on a foam roller is the best. But mine is in the other room. And also I don't have the space here. It's just like a uncomfortable sensation rather than a real issue. Pants are dropping. Try and get those back up. I really need to, would need to buy some new gym clothing, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm just gonna start with this puts us at 30 kg or a bit less because the bar is I think the bar is 18 kilos, if I remember correctly. So I'll just go with this, see how it feels, and now that I think about it, I want to skip this and jump straight into yeah, I think so. So I'll put, it's about 40 kg, or again 38, I guess technically. What's up? Blitzin47 on YouTube saying, bro, training for next Super Saiyan battle. Well, I mean, you never know. Never know when the. Oh, sorry, my mic is up here. Yeah, I guess you never know. I mean, I walk in the woods a fair bit, so you never know when you're gonna bump into a bear or a wolf or maybe a squirrel, something like that. So you gotta be ready. Of course, you don't want to kill the bear. You just want to wrestle it and show it that you want to show it who's the boss, you know, and say like, you know, bugger off, don't come back here. This is my turf, you know, something like that. But beyond the bear wrestling, I guess hypertrophy is the main thing right here. Okay. All right. Let's get strapped in here. Oop. Come on. Oh, okay. So, always so as elegant and yeah, I guess elegant is the word of me getting out of the seal row. Yeah, that's a weird movement because it always feels like you're not quite doing the reps well enough. It's so difficult to pull, yeah, in that fashion, and also, yeah, at some point you just can't do an absolute full range of motion, so it just always feels like a bit of struggle. But I'm getting used to it mentally, understanding that movement a bit better. What's up, Bowser Big Bean Burrito on Twitch? Just lurking there with a creepy emoji, I guess. I don't know what that is even, but so let's do seal row. We'll do 40 times 12 reps. So that's a pretty decent range. So yeah, I really got to remember getting back into getting my volume through the sets rather than the reps. It has worked super well for me in the past, and I don't know, I just try other stuff and it just doesn't work the same way for me. So I like to accrue the volume through or by having a certain number of different exercises. Do it through different exercises and through sets rather than higher reps within a set. Has worked really well for me in the past. So it should at least work well for me if I am to get back to at least where I was at my peak. I think if I could ever get back to that, I would be, you know, strength and size-wise, but, you know, I would be pretty happy. And it's actually really weird not being that size, you know, not being where you felt the best physically. Kind of feels like you're away from your body in a sense, or kind of renting someone else's body in a way. It's not great to not feel at home in your body, I would say. But of course there are many other things to consider and be grateful of. You know, not being in worse shape, and also being able to be at the gym at all, because it could easily be the case, and has been the case for me in the past, that I can't do this at all. So just gotta try and think about that and focus on the process. And yeah, when things are flowing really well, this is super fun. Of course there are many moments when it's not fun, when you're very feeling weak and tired and all that stuff and crappy, but it's just part of the journey. Okay, I think time for a new set. Let's put this mic over here in the prime spot to record all of my fantastic grunts, which I can then use for sound effects. I should probably start selling a grunt sound effect library. Okay. Shit. Yeah. Re-racking that is definitely a bit of a adventure. Let's clear some of this junk from here so we can actually properly rack this bar. There we go. Alrighty. So let's rack that. There we go. Yeah, really the magic of multiple different exercises is that you can still keep going. Like, people tend to get quite fatigued, quite specifically, when it comes to strength and hypertrophy. So shifting exercises is a great way of getting actually more work done, but not just trying to do the same thing over and over again. So, which of course sounds obvious, but yeah, a lot of people don't do it, or they just don't know about it. So you could actually turn on the fan on the camera, but it doesn't overheat. I don't know how warm it is here, but I certainly am pretty warm. Okay. Are we ready? I guess as ready as I'll be. Yeah. Look at those gains. That does get your rear delts pretty nicely. You can obviously do it with a more of an upper focus. This is one of the pull exercises that I like for actual targeting because you can adjust it so much. You could easily also pull more towards your stomach and to get that kind of more like low lat kind of thing. Or you can pull up and get more of your shoulder portion. Excuse me. Good. Good. So I think we are still going to do the landmine thing. I'm just trying to think how to set this up here. Well, first things first. Unrack the weights and the bar. Which is always easier said than done with this barbell. Oh, that's not good. What a very unfortunate position for that lock to be in. But shit, I lost our microphone. Everything's coming apart. There we go. Everything is coming apart. There we go. Oh, fuck. Get out of there, you stupid barbell. Oh my god. This is not a great way to be running your home gym. That's for sure. Oh. Okay. So now the question is, what is the best way to set this up. I'm going to take these straps off because they are most annoying. So, yeah, there's really only one direction in which we can do this, so just move this seal row. I bet this is the only gym moving live stream in the world currently right now, so I guess I can put that on my resume or whatever. Great, excellent. Then we need to confront my arch nemesis, the landmine. Hopefully this time it doesn't destroy my toe again. Is a dangerous piece of equipment. Fuck. Also heavy as shit. I got this at an incredible price many years ago. It was like an outlet thing. And I don't remember the exact numbers, but I happened to be on that site. This was quite a long time ago, or a while ago. But this thing full price was something insane that made me gasp. And I got it for like a fraction of that. Super cheap, but I kind of get it because it's so heavy duty. You know, when something is completely and utterly overbuilt, or rather built to last like a tank blast or something like that. This thing is insanely thick. That's what she said. Yeah, I think that's just about what we can manage. There we go. And then where the heck? Oh yeah. I think my close grip thingy-majingy is in the studio, so I'll go and get it from the studio. It should take me less than a minute. Yeah. That's right. We got the good old close grip thing. I don't actually know why I took it there. I'm guessing I haven't done these in a while, so I just thought I'd get it out of the way. But there we go. Last time I learned that I can row with it without having to insert it onto the sleeve, which is great. In terms of weight here, I really have very little idea. Let's actually look up from the close grip. We'll go to okay, so I've done last time apparently 35 kg added. So, okay, that gives me some idea of what we are working with. So what I think I'm gonna do is my lower back does not enjoy this. Something in the ballpark of 20. What's up, the Alburp saying the Mac is back with another session. That's right. How are you doing? Alburp? I'm gonna go with Alburp. That's my guess. Now you can educate me on how it's actually said. So I'm just gonna have a quick feel. Yeah, that's certainly probably gonna be enough. Yeah, I mean, this is the point where I talk about back when I was young, because I used to love this exercise. I mean, I still do, because it's such just like a brutal, what would you call it? Manhandling weight. You're just like basically wrestling with it. I used to do very, very heavy things on this. I should actually try and look up how much, because I think I've done something like 80 kg on this. I don't want to, that's not official. I don't want to bullshit you, but I think I've done something in the ballpark. I would probably guess more than that. Something quite crazy. The thing is, can I even... I'm not even going to bother strapping up for this, because I don't know if that's even doable. Oh yeah, I took my mic off because I wanted to actually tighten this down. for me poor lower back. Yeah, you can't actually do that. So. Something like that. Oh. Oh, yeah, I forgot how much that actually requires from your posterior chain. That's why it's not ideal as a back isolation exercise, because it's really not. I mean, your hamstrings are loaded, your glutes are, your lower back. I really love how this, you can get into really deep stretch. With that, you can stretch those like rhomboids and other center back stuff. Can really stretch into it quite nicely. Really liking that. And sort of trying to think how it's really difficult to emulate this movement. Because I'm thinking, how can I do this but just do the back without loading anything else? I don't know. I mean, I could do a cable row, one arm. It just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't give you that big, like, first of all, overloading is really difficult, and then I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. I mean, the only thing I'm thinking is I was thinking about that cable row, but it's still more like a, we kind of covered the horizontal pull with the seal row. This is more like down, up, and I mean, I could do what I've done before, which is like pulling from a rack, basically staying as upright as possible, and then basically rowing in a more upright position. But with this, because it's close grip, your back needs to stretch more than it would. Yeah, that's kind of big difference. But I'm not sure how you could row one-armed and do that. Because if you're still rowing from like a more vertical position, you still have to somehow, if you want to eliminate the lower back and the hamstrings, you need to secure yourself somehow. Do like a supported row, which is fine, makes sense, but how do you make a close grip? I don't think you can. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's a way, but I'm thinking without like a machine that costs $5,000.
Okay, I'm gonna add 5 kilos to that because from the back point of view, it's not a big deal, but I think hamstrings are not, or back are not quite there, but I'm thinking if I do reps, just feel like that's good. I'm thinking of belting up for this. Careful not to cut myself with this. It is a bit stiffer-roomy. Shit, is this? Probably need to take my soft belt off, so do I want to make that trade? So let's just go with this, right? I'm going to stretch my hamstrings just a teeny tiny bit. Really yearning really hard for a leg workout because my legs are just shriveling away. Sucks ass. I should probably take this mic over here. Otherwise, people are not going to hear me grunt as well, and that would make for a very bad stream. Fuck. No. Yeah, that's by far the hardest on my hamstrings and my lower back. But geez, that does feel amazing. I really miss pulls like that. Like well, I can't say that that's a particularly heavy pull, but I do miss that kind of a thing. Pull-ups don't really do the same. Seal ropes definitely don't do the same. Like a row where you're locked in. It feels really good. Although my favorite still is a heavy sled pull, like a sled rope pull. Nothing better. Nothing better than that. There you go. Beautiful drumming. Might as well put the microphone here. bet that has never happened in the history of fitness content online. Finger drumming a leg extension machine. Okay, I think you know what? I'm gonna add another 5 kg there. It's feeling good. Not overboard. However, racking this weight in here is a different story. There we go. Too strong. Too much power. Okay, so I actually do want to check some strength standards for this movement, although there is none apparently. Now that I'm looking. There is the T-bar row, which doesn't really say much. Really not the same thing. This says intermediate level would be 89 kilos. Okay, I'm a bit... Well, yeah, I mean, T-bar rowing, you can definitely use a lot of muscle for that. What else would there be? Yeah, I mean, bent over row, of course, but that's a bit less. That's 85 kg. Yeah. Something like that. Okay, let's do it. Let's get this done with. Okay. Too bad. I'm really feeling that in my glutes, which says a lot. But, you know, no pun intended. But yeah, good. It's there's one of those moments where I always feel like there's more to give, there's more to go with. Even when you're, you know, actually just about done. Okay, so I will say unracking this is a real headache. How do I want to do this? Okay, I think I'm moving the whole damn thing at this point. Yep. This is absolutely the worst part of working with a landmine. It's a good reason to get a deadlift bar loader, because not for deadlifting but for this. Jeez. Pretty much worth hoisting the barbell up somewhere to deal with this conundrum. I'm trying really hard to be as lazy as I possibly can be. I could pull that out and then just pull it through, which will make a lot of noise, which as you know, I don't like noise. Really. But since we're stuck, there we go. This is the other way of doing it. Yep, as you can hear. Shit, there goes my microphone again. Noisy noises. Don't like it one bit. Okay. So, wrapping this up. Time for some bicep curls, and we'll do those sort of back and forth with fuck, I need more space. We'll do those with side lateral raises. So that's the plan.
into it. I like to warm up for these, or I should say get into these quite slowly. This is a movement where there's a lot of stress on a lot of different parts in your body. Obviously we've done a lot of rowing by now, but it's not really. There's definitely bicep activation and warming up, but not really to the degree that I'd be sort of happy with when it comes to where can I get this mic? My beard is getting so long that it's probably gonna, yeah, it's covering it. I don't know if that makes a lot of noise, so we'll try and stay away from that approach. Yeah, I mean, I feel like my biceps need their own warm-up, which in a way is good because it kind of tells me that I'm not using them too much in my back exercises. Okay, good. Yeah, I think the story is a bit different today since we did do more than usual. I'll just kind of ease my way into this. Just have a feeling once I know a good working weight, we'll go with that. So we're gonna, usually I like to work with these small plates for the easy, for the, I should say the preacher curl, but today I think we're gonna need those for the side laterals, so can load up the fibers on here. Yeah, the preacher curl is a really good example for me for when I can see the issues between my shoulders, because towards the end of doing preacher curls, I begin to lose feeling in my left pinky. And I actually begin to lose gripping ability as well. Let's do a couple of these. So there's that, and also when I do this, I kind of feel there's a difference between, I guess it's in part it's mobility thing, like, but basically I can move all the same range. It's just that the left feels somehow, I don't know what it is. I'm guessing it's the nervous system, or then there's also some kind of structural difference there. I really don't know. About that. So, I've been thinking about, I mean, I usually like to do side laterals one by one. I get a better connection to it. I get a better feel for the muscle. So I'm thinking whether I should I just want to get a feel for what kind of a weight I want to work with. Yeah, it's already happening. So, all right. Try and get this as tight as possible. Oh, shit. My pulse. Don't have any pulse. Tell me why in my pulse. 106. That's a interesting weight for the side delt for sure, because that's heavy, but it's doable. So the question is, I think I'm gonna make the jump here. This is 7.5 each, so that's plus the bar, 25 kg, which is again about 12.5, exactly 12.5. Kilos. All right. Yeah. A good weight, but I feel slight something in my right elbow, like inner elbow. I'm gonna drop the weight a bit. This is probably, although, like, probably a positioning thing, because I find on the preacher curl, which I'm actually still learning, it's a relatively new thing for me. On the preacher curl, your positioning makes huge difference in how it feels. So, and there's a lot of things to think about. Like, you have to figure out where you're going to actually, yes, the pad is going to lie in your armpit, but you can still position your arms very differently. And then you can also position your elbows on the pad differently. Obviously, don't do anything extreme, but it's light things can lead to those kind of things, but also, of course, fix them. And so side. Oh, raise this. And so, what is this? Fucking calculator for this. Plus 20. Okay. Good. Box here. Yeah. 117 BPM. Apparently. Oh, 6. Probably has a bit of trouble tracking. I prefer to use the chest strap. It's good. I'd actually want to have like a way to get my pulse on screen. For 2 reasons. Obviously, I think it would be really mildly interesting to people. But it's also for me, because I can tell from the videos, you know, where I've been at for different exercises at different times. It would be actually very useful information. I mean, I can already tell, I can track it through an app, but actually be more useful to tell in sync with the exercises, easier to find, rather than to go through like some kind of one of those graphs that they report. Okay, I'm gonna try and get my arms in a perfect position here. Yeah, I don't think it's just a day dependent thing. Sometimes I get that, sometimes I don't. So I'm not gonna push it. Instead, I'll just do like a Bayesian curl here, because I don't get that issue there. I think probably if I worked my elbow a bit more, massaged it, stretched it, I would probably past that issue, but don't want to spend time on that now. It's a bit sort of, yeah, I guess time is the thing. I'll actually jump straight into the curl here. Oh, that's heavy. Cool. Didn't feel all that great because I didn't specifically really warm up for that exercise, or warming up is not the right word, but rather get used to it. That's fine. I'll do last set side laterals here. And then I'll drop the weight for the last set of Bayesian curls. Cool. That's very interesting. The side lateral raises feel really solid, super secure, which is interesting. What's up, John Fox? Not too long ago you were in this very room trying to stop me from making gains. I've actually started editing our video. Did you know? There's a lot. It's going to be a lot bigger and longer than I expected. That's what she said. I didn't even try and make that joke. It just happened. John says, don't remind me. Hey, it was good times. Good times. For me. Oh, shit. Let's not break this. That would be rather bad. Okay, so that's what she said. Yeah, I know. It was way too easy of an opportunity. Okay, so I'll just put 8 kilo less on here. And that'll be... That's gonna have to be it. Ugh. What are you doing, John? Tell me what you're up to. What day is it? Tuesday. Put this mic. Shove it in there. Okay. Okay. Come on. Okay. 8 it is. That's it. That's fucking it. Getting ready to go to the gym myself. Shit, man, I didn't know you went to the gym. You mean like lifting or cardio? Have the day off today. Nice. Fucking must be nice. Oh, Jesus. Cool. What are you gonna do, John? Tell me what you're gonna train. Lifting. Nice. What are you gonna lift? Tell me. Tell me what you're gonna lift, boy. Is it gonna be a pool day? We'll go pool today. Make the pool happen, John. You can do it. Leg day? Fucking betrayer. Fucking, I knew you could be trusted. Nice. Do you have a belt squat at your gym? Huh? That's what you're gonna do? Little old leggy day. Yeah, it would be if I trained legs. My legs have, unfortunately, withered away during this several weeks of I swear, what month is it now? Been like the fuck, where are we? I think since September there's been some kind of a bullshit flu or something in our family, and that's made me just getting wrecked. Earth. I don't know what that means. Probably a reference to something I said, but I don't remember. Or maybe it's some kind of dank meme that I don't know. Oh, Earth, where are we? Yes, thank you. Yeah, I thought about it for a second and yeah. Anyway, cool. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good leg day. Just to do I have any water? No. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna go eat a bucket full of yogurt and hit the shower and then do other work. So, thanks for tuning in, John, and anyone else who might have stumbled upon this dark dungeon with a weird dude alone. He's very alone. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. See you next time, and take care of yourself. Finished.